guys, Mark here. I'm in a bit of a rough state. Sometimes life gets like that, right? I've been sitting in this car for a solid 20 minutes. I can't really get myself kind of going. I really just need to get my ass out of the car. Just kind of looking back though. Right now I'm in kind of the Mesa Butte area, which like Threepoint Creek, that sort of thing. It's kind of a crappy day out. It's, a little bit of showers, that sort of thing. So I'm not going to do anything too major today. I'm going to go back to Mesa Butte. It's been probably 5 years since I first came out and did this, which was my first hike in the area. And honestly, just kind of me feeling out the area in some ways. It was also like basically the middle of winter. I'm in the purple one. So in the past, and this is, like I said, this is a good 5 years ago now. I started here and went up, went to Mesa Butte, came down here, went down here, went up this hill, came down here, and then went back on this trail, which I believe is called Curly Sand. So today I am here at 64A. I'll come up, I'll do Mesa Butte. Truth be told, I actually came up and did this with Kate. We just kind of came up here and then came back here in the winter. It's one of those rare hikes that I don't put on camera. Honestly, that's maybe one a year at most. And then I'm going to go back down 64D again, and then I'll come back on this one. And then I'll come back on the other 64B. So as you can see, I'm banging off trails again, right? On this page, I figured out last year that I have 6 hikes left. And, well, actually not this one here. That would not be covered. That's going to be done in a backpack if everything goes to plan. But yeah, I've got 2 done. One of them ended up being another one, this Aspen Overlook. But yeah, it's coming along. Like I said, it's not the greatest day. There's no smoke, at least. It's currently sprinkling, actually, so probably another reason why I didn't want to get out of the car. So I've already got my rain jacket on. Okay, another reason to do this trail today. I mean, I don't find rain is that bad. It's when the foliage really gets wet and then you're pushing your way through. Eventually that'll get not just your pants, but your underwear wet. And that sucks. No one likes that. Okay, obviously I can't go in here. The gate was actually open, but then a truck came out and the guy locked it. The trail is about 300 meters up here, I believe. Wow. It's not that 300 meters up this road. That's kind of actually already doing a bunch of climbing here. Well, I am climbing up to Mesa Butte, so part of the fun. Alrighty, don't want to be walking all the way up here. I believe this little thing here is a trail breaking off and getting started. Actually not super obvious at first. When you get up to the corner, then you look into the trees and there's actually is a red diamond. From what I remember, all this stuff has names. I have no idea where it comes from, and it's Mesa blah blah blah. So in this case it's Mesa Grind. You can see it's quite a nice trail. This area, these trails, you can probably do, like when I first came out here, it was winter. And I did it with Kate, same basic thing. You can probably hike this like 9 months of the year, and the other 3 months you can probably snowshoe. People come and tramp it down. Trails are in good shape, obvious, even with a bunch of snow on them. And the road is open, right? You can drive your butt down here. I think, is it all year round? No, I think a gate does close down there, but you can access it from the other trailhead. All right, well, it didn't take long. I knew what I was in for when I walked out the door and saw this. Figured I'd probably be hiking in the rain a bit. It's all right, that's what rain gear's for. All right, I've come to the other access. So this is 64B, I believe. And just because I'm a trail junkie and for shits and giggles, I will go down that one and then walk on the road back to my car. Just so I see it all right, and why not? All right, that was easy. Normally you come from this way, you have to go over kind of a hill and then back down. And then here, so you've already done a thing, but this was really easy. Okay, well, someone's glasses are here. This is kind of a nice touch. I don't remember this being here. All right, Mesa Butte's up there. It is still raining. Well, I took a few steps to start doing Mesa Butte, and then it's like, you know, it'll be raining. I'm gonna be exposed pretty quickly, like in 15 minutes. I'll be no trees, no nothing around me. Why don't I reverse my loop? So why don't I keep going down this, what do they call it? I'm calling it Mesa Traverse. Oh yeah. Huh. 800 meters to Mesa back door. Here, now I can actually see what I'm shooting, so now I know I got that in frame. Okay, so yeah, why don't I do that? I'll go down here, I'll go left, and then I'll go up the backside of Mesa Butte. And if I'm lucky, the rain will have cleared out by then. Maybe I'll get some views. A lot of horseshoes. A lot of horseshoes. I'm glad to see it. I mean, I'm just starting to think that equestrian, like horse packing, is on the decline. I don't think I'm wrong, but it's sad on my latest backpack. I went out and you have these horse camps. One of them says established 1971 and they're abandoned. You know, these horse packing outfits that charge people whatever amount of money and bring them out on horses, they're not using them anymore. So it would be sad if that kind of thing was shrinking, right? But it sounds like it is. Anyway, there's an equestrian campground down there, and there's horse dung, and there's clear, obvious horseshoes on this trail, so it's good to see. I know some people have got very mixed feelings about horse parties, but they keep these trails going. A lot of the original outfitters bringing people in the middle of nowhere, a lot of them cut the original trails to begin with. And even though some trails are badly chewed up, like badly chewed up and muddy because of horse use, a little too much horse use, at least the things are there. And there's a lot of trails that they haven't chewed up, they've just kept it going with their chainsaws. So I will take that good with the bad, 100%. Seen this a couple of times now. There'll be something in the way, and you have horses, and there's probably cows in the area, and they very easily just pick a trail around, and they don't bother clearing it up with chainsaws. Even down here, there's stuff they could clear out, but they don't. So anyway, I find that kind of amusing. This is the second time I found a little detour like this. So I'm about to break out underneath Mesa Butte, actually. Yeah, look at that. I don't think this is all the way to the top, but this is, yeah, cool. I've been up this thing a couple times now. This is actually, this trail here, this is the first time I've been down this trail. Kind of neat. This is really pretty out in the open, but pants are getting wet. All right, there's no getting around it now. These these hikes, I don't even bring rain pants anymore. My original rain pants were basically shredded from the knees below anyway. And then I bought frog togs, and I mean, those things, if you look at them crooked, they'll tear. So yeah, I don't have anything. But in this case, I am paying for it. Oh, how pretty is that? Very nice. Very nice. I forget which one, but this is one of the hills I went up. Hard to tell from here. Just kind of going underneath all the way around. Traverse is, that's the perfect word for it. It's very pretty. It's very nice. Rain has stopped. Legs are getting wet, but not too bad. Just out enjoying a little nature, you know. I'm starting to feel better too. I mean, I have to drag myself out here, but sometimes, but yeah, it feeds the soul. Okay, back into the forest. One last little look back. Not bad. Legs are definitely wet from the knees down and a little dampish above, but you know, my only bitch is I wish I was a little farther along in the hike before that happened, but hey, it stopped raining. With a little luck, the top of Mesa Butte, it will be rain free. I'll have a nice view. Oh my, 2 minutes in the forest and back into the pant soaking areas. Very nice. I didn't expect this on this cleared out kind of logged area isn't on the topo. Well, another 450 meters roughly, and I'm done this traverse, and then I'll start going around the backside of Mesa Butte. Woo! So I believe that is Jack's Hill. And that is Jill's Hill, and both of them are very hikeable from the south. Like, you can just walk up. Not so sure about Jill's Hill. I haven't been up it. But Jack's Hill is described in the Kananaskis, and there's a nice, very nice meadow just hiking up it. So that wouldn't be a bad little hike either, right? You come in from the curly sand one, and then you do both hills. You wanted to stay clear of, especially if you're here on a weekend, you want to stay clear of people. That's probably a nice way to go. Oh my, you don't see this very often in nature. This is a big, nasty thistle outbreak. Look at it all. Or could you imagine having a bushwhack through that garbage? It'd be like, I mean, it's like cactus, right? I don't know if I've ever seen this many thistle in one place like this. Honestly, you don't see thistle that much out in nature. Just looking back again, it's very nice from here. You know, you kind of get angles from all sides, views from all sides of Mesa Butte doing this traverse. It's not bad, you know. This isn't the mountains, but this is very pretty foothills area for sure. All right, this is looking left off the trail. You got some definitely pretty aging equipment for monitoring a pipeline. You can see it goes right down here. Question is this the trail or not? But I'm thinking it isn't. There is a little square triangle over here. Let's see what this has to say. Does it still say traverse? It's actually been very well marked out here, so Mesa back door. Okay, well that's where I want to go. But down here, are we turning left right away? Let's see. Okay, so I think I'm on the Mesa backdoor trail, but I think I'm going the wrong direction. Came into this meadow, thought maybe there was an intersection and the trail turned left over there or something. You can see a little break in the trees, but no, I think I got to go back. Those two little pipeline monitoring spots are just over there. I think I got to turn right. I'm just surprised there's not some kind of diamond talking about that. I went and read 64D. Well, that helps too. You're confused? Why don't you go and read the guide? See what that has to say. Alrighty, so back here, there's Traverse. There is a nice track here, but I mean, I just assumed it was probably cows or whatever, wildlife. Oh, I see a red, okay, I see a red diamond all the way down there, so I think I'm good now. There we go, Mesa back door again. And you can see over here, Mesa Butte. Jill mentions that the natives, they love this area, and you know, she's saying it's a little sad now. It's covered in you know, basically all kinds of industrial, you know, like well sites and pipeline and right-of-ways and all that jazz. But she does mention 4 different sites for Paris ashes. I don't remember seeing any the first time I was through here. And I mean, it could be down close to the road, right? In my experience, from what I know, natives are not in very good physical condition, and so it makes sense. Usually Paris ashes are pretty close to, they don't have to walk super far. There's a random gate, really random. The last time that thing was swung shut. What's it even, how does it even work? It's supposed to come over here? What's this a gate for? What's it blocking? Wow, that's kind of funny. Rando. Everything's going on in here. They got big tracks of maybe a quad. It's gotten a little muddy. Oh, back there mostly. Look at these old culverts. Like, look how long they are. No longer doing their thing, just rotting on the side of the trail. Alrighty, moving along. Someone cut this and then just left it. Alright, well, see if I can do this with one hand and I'll show you. Someone that actually will clear things off the trail. It's nice that they cut it at least. But yeah, that will serve a lot better over there. Okay. Alright, we got a little piece of tape there. Bit of an opening. Maybe there's a trail back there. I'm not going to go push through all that wet stuff and look. Back there was another really nice trail heading off in the bush. And I think this is, looks like there's one of the others, a good trail going up Jill's Hill. If you look on Maspy too, it's cute. There's like Humpty's Hill, and then there's like Hickory's Hill, and then you know, there's a few. They gave them all neat little names. Well, at least on Maspy anyway. Who knows if they're actually named that stuff. I mean, they're just hills, right? Must have been some kind of access road because I keep finding these little culverts. This one is weirdly, usually they're downstream, not up. One also kind of buried there. And then of course they haven't been replaced for anything, so you just got this big mud slick. All right, well, I'm gonna put the phone away because I'm not doing this with one hand, otherwise I'm gonna go into the mud up above my ankles. Up there, we're coming back to the well right away road. These gates are so random. I mean, were these roads designed completely different back then? I mean, all you have to do is walk over here. And so much for that gate. The trail going in the woods. You can see some flagging on it. I think that's the Humpty's Hill Trail. And just up here, I believe, is Mesa Back Door. And then I think if you wanted to, you could follow this thing all the way to, yeah, so there it is. Ooh, look at some trees down across it. you wanted to, you could just follow this thing all the way to like Champions Lakes kind of area. And oh yeah, look at that. And then you would just get back on the road, and then you'd have to use the road to get all the way back. As I was talking there, I saw a fence that actually makes, a gate that actually makes a little bit of sense. Same style. You can see there's some posts. There was actually a fence, a drift fence here at one point for keeping the cows bottled up. Not a bad view looking this way. And there's actually a bit of a trail that's, looks like some horse parties do go this way. Anyway, I'm gonna go up Mesa Butte, the back doorway. All right, little climb through the woods to get things started. I'm coming out into something to get my pants a little bit wet again. The thing about all that hiking around, check out the cut line right there. All that hiking around Mesa Butte is now I know exactly how high I gotta climb. All right, really getting into the climb now. Out of that little flat area. Well, that wasn't flat, that was just devoid of trees. All right, looking back, I think this is the only time I get a view out this side. After a bunch of climbing. Jack's Hill, Jill's Hill. On the other side of here, you can see Humpty's Hill. It's not as tall. And you can see that this is no longer the Kananaskis, just on the other side of these hills, really. Hickory Hill, I couldn't really spot over there. As you can see, I'm going in after this. I think the view is out this side is no longer, so it's kind of neat. That's the way to Mesa Butte. I remember this from like 5 years ago. There's another trail. There was footprints on it and everything going through the snow. Goes this way. Anyway. Doesn't show up on the guide, but there is kind of a ridge walk over here. Shows up on my app. And someone put a big old ribbon here to show it. I don't want to speak too soon, but feels like the climbing is done. Now I'm just nicely walking through this platform of forest that's up here. It's very nice, very nice. In Jill's description of this, she talks about all these groups that come up here. It would be kind of fun to do something like that, you know. Obviously, I'm pretty solitary as far as my hiking and backpacking, but on our last backpack, I saw Girl Scouts of Canada, they had a group, and Camp Chief Hector, they had a group. And you know what? It kind of warmed my heart to see these groups out backpacking and, you know, just getting out into nature. I think it's cool. Absolutely. I mean, I used to do that, right? I used to go to camp when I was a kid, and we went on canoe trips. And what's funny is I remember thinking backpacking was nuts. Like, you just put everything on your back and walk. Do all the work instead of horses or a canoe. But little did I know, of course, that, yeah, it is ironic what you think when you're a kid, and sometimes how things change when you're an adult. This is super cool up here. I don't know what it is, but it's just so delightfully open and flat and easy. Well, once you're done all that climbing anyway, but the forest is just so, there's just something about it. Yeah, like it is just, I can understand why, you know, the natives just loved it and stuff, right? Like it's just, look at that. Like it's just, yeah, it's just really, there's just something about it. It's just an aura to it. Oh, wow. Wow, I didn't realize how much things had cleared up. Now we're talking. This is way better. Well, I'm glad I Definitely glad I reversed course now. How cool is this? Doesn't all that look familiar? Look at these. Doesn't that look like a little piece of paradise down there? It really does. Like, look at this little house right here. Just in the middle of the trees. It doesn't even look like there's a road to that thing. Well, I can see things again. I don't know what this thing is called. It's been, a big chunk of it has been logged out anyway. But from the other side there, that doesn't look too bad as far as a climb. You could do like a little hill hike here, right? Like this, down, go Jack's Hill. That doesn't look very fun, but then Jill's Hill. Just go up, down, up, down, up, down. That'd be a lot of work, but yeah. Cool. Let's go see the fire pit and all that jazz. Jill talks about a register that's up here, but when I was up here about 4 or 5 months ago, there wasn't one. Not that I saw. Look at this. This is cool. You can come camp up here. There's a picnic table. Like, damn. Look at this. This is cool. Excellent. The book said that people will come and sleep up here, but I didn't think there was all this. There's even a shovel from God knows when. It is old. And a hammer, a pan, and a pot. I love it. How cool. I don't remember ever seeing a fire pit that's gotten this much use. This is a lot of use. Man, been a lot of burning in this thing. There's even more ashes over here. Some people left a few things. Shovel's always a good thing to leave. Lots of people are up here. They can go bury their crap when you're roasting sticks. Yeah. Well, it's pretty damn delightful up here. Been hanging out for like 20 minutes, just chilling. It's quiet. Honestly, if even one loud vehicle went down there, you'd probably hear, but it has been quiet. It started out as a cloudy, crappy day, right? Rain. And that's basically the middle of the week, I think. So, yeah. It's quiet. Starting down now. It is all laid out in front of you. Right? Get down there, there's the coal. That will complete the loop that I started. And I think I can actually see, I think that's actually my car down there. Just on the left of that opening. So, definitely got my target in sight. Well, it appears I still have some way to go, but I'm at the top of this big thing anyway. Seen plenty of these purple flowers. This is the kind of thing I'm used to seeing, right? Not those thistles. That was a strange sight. Yeah, trail's in really good shape. This is the stuff this is the trail that's in the most used. Going up to Mesa Butte comes right from the campground. Yeah. I think the natives probably don't use their prayer sashes around here anymore. It's just, there's too many people on this thing. Obviously there isn't today, but I've seen some in the Highwood Valley, which is definitely used way less. All right. I love this sign, man. I think it's really neat. What are you? Professional choice. It's something to do with horses. Yeah. Okay. Believe I've come to an intersection here. This would be 64A and B in the Kananaskis Trail Guide, and this would be 64D. But there's absolutely no tracks. So someone loves this trail, right? Someone definitely puts a little something into it. That takes effort to do that. I don't think that has anything to do with you know, forestry or parks or whoever, you know, whoever's taking care of this out here. All right, 2 ways in and off this thing. Go try the other way. What nickname did they give this one? Mesa Grind again? Okay. I remember this. Okay, I think me and Kate came down this way. It's oh my God, I literally just had it. Now I forget. It's for hunters, right? This thing's down here for some reason. It doesn't look like it would support anyone now. But yeah, you get up here and chill out and wait for something to come by and then shoot it. Unless someone decided to make their kids' treehouse out here, but this would be a pretty sad treehouse. Huh. It's another like sour gas pad or whatever. It is incredible that you can, there's so much gas and stuff around here that you can just have like 10 of these, run pipes into the ground, pull the gas out, and run the gas to a plant, and then run the plant like 50 years. Like, that's just mind-blowing in a lot of ways. No question about that. That's funny. Okay, so I'm just taking this little old access road. This isn't the actual road. Down to the road and off in the bush, off to my left, prayer sashes. I don't know why I always talk about them. I never put them on camera, just out of respect. But yeah, there's a bunch of them. They definitely look pretty old. I wonder how long they'll actually sit up on the tree just with, you know, just from nature's deterioration, how long they'll actually stay. Anyway, that's funny. And yeah, like I said, not far from the road, right? All right, down to the road. So I came down this old access road, probably a little too steep. That's why they went and built another one. So this is not 64B. You could probably use it, but really nowhere to park, so. This is 64B. Oh, look at this, mixed messages. Private road, no shooting past this point, designated horse and hiking area. No trespassing. All right, I mean, that's the trail that I came in off. It comes down to this road. That's, yeah. See how nicely you can see the top there? I think it was my car I was looking at from up there. It's funny. You can see your objective perfectly from this access. Well, that was nice to do that in summer. Like, there's winter stuff that I've done, and I do have a definite desire to go back and do it in summer, the same stuff. It's like, I'm not in such a hurry anymore to do trails. Back then I really was. I was just like, go, 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 you know. I only have so much time. And now it's like, oh, you know, I'll get it all done, or maybe I won't. Big deal. That's a nice, honestly, like a perfect half-day hike. I think it's like 3:30 right now. I think I finished at like, I started at like 11:30 or maybe noon. It's, yeah, it's, honestly, it's pretty perfect. It's not, you know, setting the world on fire like I did all smoke on my last one, and I finished at like 8:30. It was just like, holy crap. Yeah, this one I actually have time to get back to town and It'll still be daylight and all that good fun. But yeah, very nice up there. There's just something about that top, about Mesa Butte. It doesn't look like much. There's just something about it. It is just, yeah, yeah, it's hard to explain. Go up and see for yourself. All right, well, get out there and hike.